Welcome to the Jerk Circle podcast. I'm your host, Harold, and today we got Zach on the pod. Say, what is up, guys?
Hello.
What is up?
What is up?
And we have Zach on for a very special appearance because this is, I think, the first ever big follow-up to a podcast episode, because last week we all did a big fantasy-style drafting of football teams. And Zach, we wanted to be our unbiased, unpaid, unfiltered judge. But before we get into that, Jared, I have one question for you, buddy.
I don't want to answer.
I think we all want an answer. How are you feeling now that Mr. Jalen Waddle is no longer on your team?
I have a feeling that's what it was.
I'm
Yep.
very sad about it. I don't like it. I don't understand what the fuck they're doing. At this point, I don't get it. You sign this fucking guy who you think's going to be a good quarterback, which I hope is a good quarterback, and then you go and get rid of the only fucking weapon he's got to throw it to? I don't get it. H.A.'s a little dude. He can't do everything.
I saw a
I'm
tweet
sure
of-
they expect it.
The Dolphins receiver, and I gotta tell you, I only know like one name.
Yeah, Malik Washington is the only one I know.
I like Malik
So
Washington.
I don't know if they're planning on going heavy at wide receivers in this draft or what the plan is. I mean, they got plenty of fucking
I
picks
hope.
draft
now.
though.
Huh?
It's a pretty weak receiver draft though.
Yeah, I don't think it's great.
Next year is the holy shit receiver draft.
Yeah, well, that ain't gonna fucking help me.
I think one thing that's kind of flying under the radar too with this is the Dolphins felt like they took a Green Bay Packer approach. They signed a lot of former coaches. They signed the defensive coordinator. So they figured the most Green Bay way is to get an offensive guy like Malik Willis and go, hey, your weapons? Nah, you ain't got them no more. You're by yourself.
No.
I mean, that is kind of a Green Bay move.
Which
But
I
didn't they give them their backup?
Oh, you talking about Willis?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he was a backup, but he's a pretty damn good backup.
Well, he's pretty good.
He's
I mean, if there's anything I'll say about taking a quarterback from another team, Green Bay is the one I'd go with.
that's a bet I would
As
do.
anybody
That's
knows,
fair.
they've done nothing but produce Hall of Fame quarterbacks since the early 90s.
I say they always pump out some good ones.
Yeah, even their backups. Look at Matt Flynn. Obviously, he didn't do much, but dude was a stud. I hope that's the case here for Malik Willis.
I just don't understand why you would sign him. They didn't give him like crazy money, but then have a fire sale.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel-
literally a lot of teams have called about like Achane, and they're just like, oh no, that's the guy you can't touch. You can't
no.
touch him.
Mhm.
Waddle we'll get rid of, but nobody else.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't fucking know.
So, with them trading away Waddle, would you want them to trade away Achane if the package is similar, like a first and change? Or would you want to keep Achane because, he's a young, ascending superstar talent?
I mean, obviously, as a fan of the Dolphins, and I love Achane. He's one of my favorite running backs in the past 30 years to go out of that team. I would love to keep him, but at the same time, the dude's good and shouldn't have to rot away on this god-awful team. So,
He's-
I mean, I don't know. I will admit the whole Jalen Waddle thing, I think we got the good deal out of this. Because as much as I love Waddle, I don't know if he's worth a first-round pick.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, we do have, what is it? I don't know, a fuckload of picks now. in the
Number
first
10
four rounds
or
this year.
11, number 30,
Yeah.
Good chunk.
It's insane.
number 60,
The
number
problem
80.
is it's Dolphins and they never can draft shit, so they're all going to go to waste. They'll be
Oh.
great picks for another team in 4 years.
But you got a new GM.
That's true. That is true. Chris Greer's gone, so maybe it'll look up and be better. I totally forgot about that. He was the biggest fucking crutch to our team. That's true. That does give me a little bit of hope.
different brains of the operation maybe turns things
Hey,
around. You know.
He can't do worse than Greer did, man.
No.
That guy's fucking
Greer was
horrible.
your GM for a long time, wasn't he?
He was.
Yeah, he
10
was
plus
a very
years
long
now.
time.
Since Brian Flores was head coach, I think they hired both of them at the
Before
same
that.
time. Oh, was it?
I think he was part of the reason they drafted fucking Tannehill back in the day.
Oh, wow.
Hey, he's been there a long time. Trust me, that was the happiest part of the offseason when they got rid of that fucking guy. All right, enough talking about them. You're getting me depressed.
Well, I mean, since we have Zach on, I figured maybe we dive right into it. Zach, we had a football draft and we all picked a bunch of great players, but we didn't know how to settle the question, who drafted the best team? And I figured who would be the best man than you to answer that. So I don't know if you want to go team by team, if there's like, you want to go like down the list of what your method is that you want to explain it. But explain to us who had the best team.
All right. So first off, I took this very seriously. It's not half-assing, and so I had to
As you
get real nitpicky. So I guess I'll just kind of go from like last to first, and I'll talk about. So sadly, the team that I think finished fourth would have to be Dylan's.
Okay.
And I like his team, and that like I really like the Drew Brees pick because he is very like sneakily underrated. Because you look at his stats, he's like number 2 in most things.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
but I don't think he's ever talked about up at that level for like the GOAT talk.
No,
And
not
like,
really.
You know, because he's kind of lumped in. They think that he's like a system. He's a timing guy. You know, he doesn't really have like a
Philip
you know,
Rivers.
crazy strong arm. You know, so the fact he only had one Super Bowl with that, I think people kind of underrate him. And that, I like the LT pick. And that,
That was my favorite one from him.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
he was great. The receivers are good. Andrew Reed was another sneaky underrated one. And that, I thought. So when I started doing more research, the teams got a lot closer than I first initially thought. So the real reason that Dylan's team ended up last is the Bo Jackson pick.
That's fair.
Because like Bo Jackson, obviously a freak athlete, one of the probably greatest athletes ever. But like his NFL, not very good. He only played 4 seasons. He didn't even have a total of 1,000
Yeah.
rushing yards.
It wasn't
Obviously,
long,
injuries
but
played
yeah.
a part. You know. So if we just went by like pure talent, he'd be up, but you know, production stuff. So that. So then it got really hard because Andrew, Jared, and Harold's team were all really close. So I had to get very nitpicky. So the next one, by team that finished third, would be Jared.
Wow.
Oh,
That's
See
a
that?
that's not what I
surprise.
thought. That is not what I thought.
What an upset.
Well,
Oh, wow.
It's because of
I
Dan
thought Jared
Marino,
was going to
isn't it?
take it.
partly because yes,
You guys hate on Dan Marino, and I don't understand it.
he's the worst of the 4 quarters that were picked.
I disagree 100%.
I'm sorry.
Who would you have Dan Marino over the other 3?
Drew Brees, that's it. I'm taking Rodgers and Brady over him for sure.
Could be. I don't know. I think obviously Marino's the more talented one, but I think the production outweighs it with Drew Brees. So
Hey, you can't help it. He was on a dog shit team his whole career.
yeah, but at the end of the day, you gotta. Like I said, I had to get very nitpicky.
That's it. Kick this fucker out of here.
And then,
You don't need him on this lot no more. You're
No,
done.
I like
You're done.
the other one was the Chris Johnson flex picks. I didn't think your flex was as strong as the other ones. Just because,
See, I was picking my team not so much as an entire career as when they were hot.
it could be, but if you did that, then like Peyton Hillis would have been picked because he had like one of the just random
Most
greatest
insane
seasons ever.
seasons, yeah.
So like you need a little bit more longevity to add to it. That's why with that. I loved your receivers.
Yeah, his receivers are
Megatron,
good.
Sterling Sharp, Tony Gonzalez's dog.
Mm.
Love
Mhm.
your running backs.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, those are my two favorites.
picks and
for
that.
sure.
But like I said, I
Crazy
just have
good.
to get very, very nitpicky with these teams.
Fucking CJ2K, what a bitch. That guy has a shitty career.
He's like, why are you saying
So
fuck me for?
that leaves Andrew and Harold. So then I don't know. You just want me to kind of like go through the position groups or what I thought?
I
Yeah.
want you to not pick
What's
Harold
that?
because Harold's a bitch.
What did I do?
Yeah, what did he do?
Yeah.
It didn't pick Dan Marino, I guess. Huh?
Yeah. Fucking
So at
asshole.
quarterback, and that obviously I think that one's pretty easy. You got the GOAT Tom Brady, so that is over. As much as I like Aaron Rodgers,
Yeah,
I think
Tom's
he's
the goat.
the Rodgers talent wise, arm strength, all that stuff is better, accuracy, but you can't deny Tom Brady is number one, like everything.
Mhm.
And that running backs, this one was hard. Because, like, if you do, like, stats production-wise, Harold's duo is, I think, better. Emmitt Smith is the leader in everything. He's the all-time leader in yards and touchdowns.
Right.
Henry isn't there for yards, but he's, like, number 3 overall in touchdowns already. So, like, production
And
that.
still
But
playing.
Yeah.
then if you go by, like, what, experts of NFL thinks, like, Jim Brown is considered the greatest running back ever. And Eric Dickerson is up there too. So this one, I kind of went. It's kind of a push, slightly leaning towards Harold though.
Mhm.
And that,
They're almost very similar, like both picks to both picks.
yeah,
Mhm.
like you got, like obviously Jim Brown's like numbers weren't up there, but he also played when they didn't pass really,
Right.
So they had like
and
9
everything
dudes
was
in the
geared
box.
to like to
20
run the
dudes.
ball and to stop the run. He still went insane and did what he did. And that. So we did that. Now the receivers, I think so. Jerry Rice obviously numbers wise is up there, and Terrell Owens a really good combo. I know some people say Jerry Rice is the GOAT. To me, he is not.
Really?
To me, Randy Moss is the GOAT ever.
That's an argument you can make with anybody. They're both they're
I think
1 and
so.
2.
Mhm.
You watch, it's so hard. This is one of those, longevity numbers system versus all the other things. And then, Larry Fitzgerald versus Terrell Owens. I got to give the nod to Larry Fitzgerald. I think he got overshadowed because he stayed with Arizona his whole career and they were never really
I
good.
agree.
I mean, but he was such a stud.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was great.
Mr. Consistent.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say it. He was a stud pretty much his whole career.
Mm-hmm. And
From
so
start
then,
to finish, that guy was reliable.
yeah, just always. He played a long time. I always thought it would have been cool if he would have like actually went to a better team, but he was one of those guys that was just like loyal and was like, no, I'm gonna stay here
Right.
my whole career and that. Tight ends. I don't really know. I mean, I think Croc probably has some better stats, but Antonio Gates was like a revolutionary tight end. He was like that first guy that he played basketball and they moved him over. It was him or Tony Gonzalez was one of the first, but he kind of was that. He was kind of that first, like basically you put like a big wide receiver there, and like, but then could also do other stuff. So I go there, and then the flex was a tough one, and this one is at the end of the day, put it over to the team that ended up I pick as the winning team. I don't know if this is controversial or not, but I would have to say that the winner of your first annual,
First annual.
Annual.
Whatever.
Annual.
if you want to do it, I don't know, maybe this will be a yearly thing. You pick a different sport next year. You'll do hockey.
Okay.
The pickleball
I'm
picks.
losing.
Oh, I don't know nothing.
No,
Like
I went
4
with-
hockey players.
Yeah. Or baseball,
That I could do.
Oh, baseball would be fun.
or maybe you do a college football one. I don't know.
Ooh.
Ball. Nah, Ron Dane, I call him.
But the winner of whatever you want to call this thing would have to be Harold.
Good job,
Okay.
Harold.
And I think I think Antonio Brown, his craziness overshadows the fact that he was a stud for like
Oh yeah,
6 years. Like the best receiver you
the
could.
entire time he was
arguably,
on
yeah.
Pittsburgh.
He was so good. Not just receiving, but returning, everything. It was just.
Not to make it too much of a Harold thing, but Antonio Brown reminds me a lot of Kanye because you think
This
of
guy.
okay.
All right. No, late votes just came in. Actually, the one team sorry, Racine County got their votes in late, and
Oh,
I
fuck.
got it. Yep. No.
Oh, yep.
Sucks to suck.
Oh
All right,
man,
good job, Andrew.
Andrew.
Andrew,
woo!
good job.
It was funny thinking about it because I was like, yeah, I'm like Andrew's probably gonna win it because I felt like Zach was gonna give it to the team that got the GOAT, and he throws it to T.O. and Jerry Rice. I'm like, shit, that's it right there. That's game.
Well, there's no like. So if you just went off, so if you went by like, which team? If you just put these theoretically against each another, so I think you said in the podcast, if you had like an average defense, average offensive line,
Yeah, everything else is average.
but that doesn't work. Then, if we did it that way, then probably I would like Jared's team better, just because of like the Lightning Thunder with Sanders and Peterson.
Jared's team is like a Madden team almost. Like it's like a bunch of
And-
like super freaks.
And Chris Johnson, if you did some weird 3-back formation, have those two, Sanders and Johnson, like going different, not knowing what to do, that'd be fun. But kind of went the other way. I thought this was a fun thing. I had a lot of fun trying to swit through it and do it.
I think maybe next time we have like we'll have you on to be like the fifth guy for this, and then we can
Oh,
have
yeah.
someone else judge it or find
Okay.
someone.
It was a lot of pressure. I wanted to do this right for you guys.
I'm so glad that you took it like super serious. And
I
like
love
if it was anyone else, and didn't say beforehand, I felt like it not phoned in, but be just kind of like, oh, I like this guy. Oh, I like this guy. I'm glad that you didn't like have inherent bias for certain guys or like disbias for certain guys. But
I tell you, I was looking up stats and I was ranking you guys by which ones, and then I was doing like skill based. I had my notes and shit all over the place. So I was.
that. I love to hear that. That's cool.
It was fun. So yeah, but no. So I will go back to before Harold started opening his mouth and saying something stupid, but I do think his team.
Now, what if Harold's the GM of this team? Is it going to stay that way?
I don't know. Maybe, or if he's the coach. If you guys are coaching these
Hello.
teams, then
Oh.
he'd probably coach that team into the ground, and they probably
what?
wouldn't.
I don't know how I'm keeping Antonio Brown under. I guess is it pre CTE or post CTE?
It would have to be
You
pre.
get him.
It have to be
Yeah,
pre,
yeah,
because if it's
pre.
post, then he's probably wringing my neck.
That's very, very possible.
Isn't that weird? That it did seem like after the Vontaze perfect hit is when he started to
Go
go
nuts.
crazy.
It
I mean,
It's-
it was almost exactly after that.
Mm-hmm.
like I mean, from what some people were saying, like he was a little bit of a diva back before, but like even like it wasn't like loud. It wasn't until afterwards that he started doing all this crazy shit and like gone off the deep end almost.
Mm-hmm.
Zach, I have a question.
Sure.
Do you think I made a mistake in my flex in picking Jefferson over Devontae?
I think between those two, yeah, probably. Because I think Adams. No,
A longer career at this point, obviously. So you
he's
know what
had
he's
more
done.
in that.
I think Jefferson's almost got to be on pace to be better, though.
They're great.
I
yeah,
think so. Yeah, and that's
he's like Jefferson is going to be better than Brown and Adams. I think it's in my mind it's just kind of too young and
all right. That's fair.
too less sample size. No, I think they're both. I think Jefferson's. Now, if I had to critique and say like which could have put some others over top, I think all you guys made a mistake that none of you took Marshall Falk. I don't know how that happened.
I
I
thought
talked
about it,
about
but
him.
I
I
already had
talked
Barry
about him.
Sanders and
Yeah.
Peterson.
You did. Jared. If you were to take him as your flex, that might have put you over the top.
I thought about it, but I was thinking them 3-year span that CJ2K was
Because I
an
think.
absolute monster.
Because I also think what you guys miss is that not only him as his running ability, but he was like one of the first like pass catching, receiving threats
Yeah.
of the running back.
Yeah, I had also talked about that too, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
and I still went with Eric Dickerson.
Yeah.
Hey, one of the greatest
I don't know if you can
Madden,
make a wrong choice between them two. They're both so
No.
damn good.
Right. Yeah.
one of the greatest Madden Ultimate Team cards of all time. Eric Dickerson, Madden 21, I think it was 20. He was a demon.
No, the greatest Madden card ever was 04 Michael Vick.
I mean,
yeah.
that's the
Yeah,
one that
that's
everyone
right.
thinks of. That's the one that everyone's
That was
like, yeah.
a glitch card right there.
Jared loved playing against me in that game when Michael Vick.
Yeah, no, I hated that one. I didn't enjoy playing Madden unless we were playing Steven and Gary. Now that was some fun shit.
Oh, it's still one of my greatest memories ever.
It really is.
I think
See,
you told
can't
that
make
on one
good
of the podcasts,
memories
didn't
playing video games. I did.
Yeah. Oh. Didn't you tell that story in the pod? I thought you did.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that
don't
was-
remember which one, but I did. One of our favorite video game moments, I think.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
That was great. All right, before we get off these team things, I got to talk about the what if on my team.
The
Okay.
what if.
Okay.
Sterling Sharp. Had he not had a full career, how good would he have been?
Probably would have won.
Because he was only
No,
in there for what, 6 years, right?
Yeah.
I think it was 6. And then that freak ass accident that happened.
And he was like, he was ahead, like numbers and numbers, was way ahead of Jerry Rice, and they're basically at the same time coming out. They were almost drafted the same year,
Right.
No,
Absolute
and then-
freak.
and with playing with Brett Favre the whole time, like, yeah,
I think had he been healthy a lot longer, they probably would have won more than that one Super Bowl.
could have been. I mean, you never know.
You never know, but I mean, he's sure not going to hurt their chances.
No,
'Cause if he's still around, him and Freeman at the same time, that would have been kind of disgusting. Or Freeman, he might have been kind of old towards that part.
and yeah, weird. Packers have had weird bad luck with it because like Robert Brooks, same thing.
Yeah, he would have been a beast. He was a beast, actually. I forgot about him. I think Packers' problem with half of their receivers, other than Devontae, they're really good, but they don't seem to have long careers that good. And Jordy Nelson, too. He was another one who had a long career with him, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, who knows? Fuck you, CJ2K. Fucking bitch.
I guess while we have Zach on and while it just ended, Venezuela ended up winning the World Baseball Classic.
I was going to mention that at some point.
Yep.
Mhm.
How does everybody feel? I think I'm on Hank's boat on this one.
I could care less.
No, it was a fun game to watch. Absolutely. I stayed up watched the whole thing.
Yep. Great game, real tight and tense, and that. It was kind of disappointing that like they were limited with pitching because like Mason Miller couldn't pitch
Right.
because the Padres told him no. Bednar couldn't pitch, so it's like, and then there's a
His
couple
pitch count
Venezuelan
was already
guys.
pretty up there, wasn't it?
Yeah, they pitched the
They
fuck
used
out
the
of him.
hell out of him.
Yeah. And that same with Zerpa, which as a Brewers fan, we just got the guy in there pitching him like every game, but
Right.
but no, great game. I was kind of like obviously I wanted America to win because America,
Mhm.
But it wasn't. But watching the game, you could see obviously it meant more for Venezuela than it did.
Oh,
the US.
100%.
Yep.
You know, Valencia can't stand him. Cubs guy, fuck that guy. But when he has 2 strikes on Roman Anthony with 2 outs, and he's crying already because he knows he's going to strike him out and they're going to win. He's that emotional for it. It's like, yeah. Like, can't be too upset.
I think
I
one
gotta
of
tell you though,
Oh,
I
you
knew
go
that
first.
the U.S. lost the game when they put out that video of them walking into the stadium wearing game-used the U.S. men's hockey jerseys,
Oh, yeah.
and just the way that video looked, it looked so fake and just I was like, nope.
disingenuous.
Yeah, I was just like, nah, we're cooked. I was like,
We're cooked. I mean, I
Finally,
kind of had
Bryce-
that feeling before the game started it was
Yeah.
going to happen that way.
finally Bryce
Venezuela's,
Harper did
like you
something.
said. Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, finally he did something.
I hate
Judge
that.
was hiding. I don't know.
Postseason
playoff
Judge, dude. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he was playoff form judge this whole time. He
Yeah.
had what, 1 home run? The whole tournament?
I think so. Yeah. He didn't know. They showed stats, and it wasn't like Venezuela wasn't their starter. That wasn't their top guy. I mean,
No.
and he just shoved. So
Yeah,
I
kinda
think-
pushed him around pretty good.
I think the one thing that kind of like surprised me so much, man, there's a lot of Brewers on these teams. USA, Venezuela.
Right, that was another reason
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't mad. It was Venezuela winning. They had what, 3 Brewers?
yeah, would have been nice if Churio had played better.
Yeah,
He
he
really
wasn't
stunk
the
it up
best in
until-
the tournament.
WBC. I mean, he had a big hit against Italy that kind of when it was 2 outs and he hit that single to keep the inning going that broke it open for them to win. But otherwise, yeah, he kind of struggled. Which get it out before the.
I say get
the
that shit
season
out of here before the season starts.
But Zerpa was a beast.
Terrain would be.
Contreras,
I said Contreras was pretty good. He just didn't play the whole time because of Selvey.
yeah, but Salvador was their captain and leader. so-
Right. Obviously, he knew he was going to play more.
Yeah. But
Is Terrain the MVP of the World Baseball Classic for like Brewers in general? Because like he was a beast.
As far as the Brewers players in there, I would say so.
yeah, it'd be him or Zerpa.
I saw. I
Or
don't-
Andrew Fisher.
Yeah, dude, Fisher went off in this tournament. And I believe he hit the longest home run of the tournament. I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be fun. The more and more I watch him, the more and more I like him.
So, I guess like what's the ETA on Fisher? Because I know with Mate, you're probably still a year and a half out, give or take. What Fisher was he our draft pick this year?
Yeah, it was our
Or
first round pick.
round.
I would say if anything goes well, for sure the start of next year. Possibly at some point this year it could be up if he just rakes and shows that he can play defense at third decent. He could maybe leapfrog Wilkins if Wilkins isn't, doing great, and if they have an injury or people underperform at the major league level. But I would say next year.
I was about to say, yeah, with third base this year, like we have Renfro, which is like, nah. So like, opportunity could be there.
Especially at third base.
Like it says, if he just mashes and forces it, it could definitely see at some point this year he could be up. But you never know. But for sure, if all things goes well, he'll be up there next year. If we have baseball season next year.
Yeah, I don't
Right?
think so. With the way that the strike is, the way it's starting to come out, and like the language and the stuff that people are saying, I think we should enjoy baseball this year because next year for sure is going to get affected.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's a good chance.
if not outright canceled. I don't know if it's going to get that bad, but
I mean, it's always a possibility.
Yeah, you never know. It depends if the owners decide to just dig in.
Yeah, I don't know. They're going to lose a lot of money if there ain't a season.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, that's all them motherfuckers care about.
you know, them poor owners, they can't afford to pay a minimum of like at least $100 million to play for their teams, you know. Salary floor, that's way too much to ask.
Right? Yeah, we'll see.
What are you going to do? But I know what I'm going to do. I'm
What?
going to ask you boys, what's your hot topics for the week? Unless we got something else we want to bring up, mention beforehand.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Dylan, you've been quiet.
You alive, Dylan?
Well, I mean, I have nothing to say about baseball, so
But baseball loves you.
I don't care.
Dylan.
It's so boring. I'm sorry.
Dylan.
Can't do it.
You know what we got to do? We'll have a maybe like the week or like week of baseball, or the Brewers kickoff. I think we're gonna have to have an episode just talking all Brewers, maybe just season outlook, prospects, and we'll get Zach on it,
And
and we'll
I
tell
just won't be on there.
we'll tell
And
Dylan to
Dylan's
take a
calling
week
sick to
off.
the
Go to Cancun for the week, buddy. Go get your hair wet, get your toes
No,
clean.
well, fuck! I want to go with. I want to go to Cancun.
You can go to Toucan, baby.
Well, Harold's sending people on trips. Jeez, what kind of money you pulling? in?
Yeah,
You get
he's
money
got
from
that
this?
good
You
money.
holding out, dude?
Yeah, he's got that good money.
I'm secretly
I'm a billionaire.
I'm a billionaire son,
Oh,
actually.
shit. Please share.
I don't share money with people unless I know they like me, so I'm as obnoxious as I am
love you,
to see if you guys will still like me. But yeah.
2 hands in the mouth.
Whoa.
Word.
I'll give you 3 hands in the
Well.
mouth. Anyway, before we get to the end of the show, we always go off with our hot topics of the week. Zach, as our guest, do you want to go first or go last?
Go first. So I guess hot
Sure.
topic with this weekend, going to do a escape room
Yeah, that'll be fun.
for a first time. That's gonna be fun. Never done one. Want to do one? And that,
How do you think you're gonna do in the escape room?
I don't know. Assume escape. I think we'll
Escape, yeah.
I think I'll get it.
We're
about
never
an
gonna
hour.
hear. We're never gonna hear Zach
Yeah.
again. He's stuck in there.
Well, I mean, this is a legit one where if you don't escape, they just die in there. There's
They just
Oh.
don't let you out ever.
yeah. So we better.
Do it.
They throw
We
in a
better
That comes
key.
with that.
Ooh.
Yeah. Sorry, we went in the dark web and found this room.
They made us pay a casket fee. I don't know what that's about.
That's weird.
I thought so.
They made me sign a
That'll
life
be
and
interesting.
dismemberment waiver.
I'm going to sign a waiver that says leave nothing to Harold. Leave it all to Dill.
Thank you.
Including all your baseball cards. Dylan hates baseball.
There we go.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to give Dylan the baseball cards.
Can't do that.
Dylan's gonna feed like Ronan it as like Scooby snacks.
Yeah. Me and Jared might also be going to sports card show too Saturday morning. We don't know.
Ooh.
Possibility.
No.
Oh.
So that could be fun. I have another hot topic too, a kind of spicy one.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Ooh.
I was thinking about the other day. I don't know if it's the proper spicy term. Let's say I don't know. Maybe controversial.
Okay.
okay.
But the other day I was in a rabbit hole where I was watching live like concert performances of Linkin Park,
Okay.
and that
Okay.
it got me thinking. If we possibly could, I wish we could reincarnate that worthless piece of shit from Soundgarden.
Yes.
What's wrong with
Whatever his
Soundgarden?
name, I can't remember what it was. You know the guy, Jared. What was the singer?
Uh,
In Audio Slave.
Chris Cornell.
Chris Cornell. I wish we could bring him back to life, just to torture and kill his ass every single year. For what he did, because he killed himself, caused Chester to get depression off himself.
What? Oh my god.
This piece of shit. Oh,
This isn't spicy. This is morbid.
That sounds rough.
yeah. He ruined, and then it ruined Lincoln Park now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Now because he's not there, they try to replace him with the
it doesn't
chick
work.
that kind
I'm
of sounds
sorry,
like him, and just
does not work.
no.
You know, I second that motion. I like it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Wait, so if we're bringing him back to life, why don't we just bring back Chester?
Well, because you would think that, but he chose to, take himself out of here. So
That's his friend.
that'd be against his wishes. He took that way out. So we gotta do. I just think that's
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Chris Cornell deserves that kind of punishment.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
Okay, that's not what I expected. But yeah, I think hot take definitely would fit that.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was nowhere near what I was
Very hot
expecting.
take.
Hot.
Yeah.
Dylan, you got a hot take like that or
All I
I got
have.
nothing. I got nothing like that. Holy. I would say my only thing is I've been watching the new season of the live action One Piece on Netflix.
Heard about that. I've never watched the anime though.
Yeah, I got.
I never watched the anime either. I'm not an anime person. I really struggle with anime because you get 5 minutes of commercials, 3 minutes of recap, and then 2 minutes of actual story progression, and then the cycle starts over.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I mean the
But
anime's
the live action is very good.
the anime's
new
good,
season
but
is
it's
shaping
so
up to be
long.
good. Ugh.
Yeah, I was interested in that, but I can't really think of a whole lot of live adaptation of anime that's like good. Most of them end up being like really, really bad.
Most of them are not great at
The
all.
Last Airbender
Oh,
comes
come
to
on,
mind.
The Dragon Ball Z movie was
Zach,
great.
Dragon Ball Z was the prime example of that.
Yes, Dragon Ball Z.
That
is
movie
amazing.
is. I love the anime, but God, that Dragon Ball movie was so bad.
I don't think I've seen the movie yet, but I've seen
Don't
most of
ever
the
watch it.
anime series. It's amazing.
The live action movie that is. You can have my copy. Actually, you can just take it.
No, I don't. No, I don't know if I. Nah, we won't.
That sounds pretty rough.
I think if you
Yeah.
donated,
Now the animated movies that they've made those are good. Those are top tier. You should watch them.
if
That
you
might
don't,
be bar you. You can't keep them though.
if you gave it to Goodwill, would you have to pay them to keep it, or
No, they probably wouldn't even take that shit.
you don't
Probably
take
look at this
damaged
and go,
goods, sir?
Yeah, why is this damaged? Give it back.
Unless you need to start a
Emotional
fire.
damage.
Although the whole thing's plastic, so it's not going to burn well either. It's dog shit. God, that's such a bad movie.
Okay.
Andrew,
next?
you want to go?
Oh me. Yeah, I have a couple, but I'm just gonna go with one, and I think I'm gonna go with this year. I think I'm gonna sit down and commit to watching some March Madness stuff.
Oh.
It pretty much, like, I was talking to a friend that's really into it, and basically he was summarizing it. Kind of feels very similar to like college football playoff style atmosphere. You get a lot of like, different upsets and things that can happen, and Wisconsin this year is ranked 5th out of 16 in their division, which is pretty good for them. They played tomorrow, so I'm gonna keep an eye on that. But I don't know. I feel like I'm not a big basketball guy, but I like if the atmosphere is right. And before I didn't really like baseball, kind of like Dylan, where I was just like, no, screw that, I ain't watching that. But the last couple of years, slowly started to watch towards like postseason stuff, and things started to ramp up, and things started to, like, the atmosphere was really good, and you could tell that it was a lot of like, hey, you better get in, you better have your best lineup, you better, start hitting it out of the park, stuff like that. And so I feel like, March Madness is like, yeah, you got one life, and you can go as far as, to the championship, or you're out. And I kind of like that. I like elimination type stuff like that. So that's mine. I'm gonna give it a shot, try something new, and see if I like it.
I mean, you
I
can
like
never
that.
go wrong with the college tournament. It's always fun to watch.
Yeah.
I
It's
used to
even better when you got a
absolutely-
bunch of brackets out there that you're in. There's money on the line, then you really focus on it.
I used to absolutely
Yeah.
love the NCAA tournament, but then a couple years ago, it just kind of lost its luster. I didn't like when they went to the 4 channels where they actually could play all the games. You think that would be worse? But it wasn't, because it literally was from like 11 a.m. to 11 at night, just
Mhm.
games the whole time. Now there's like a couple hour pockets where they don't. They have like
The post show, the pre show.
yeah.
Yeah, it was literally all day basketball.
I mean, yeah, sometimes if you were watching a game and then a game started that was like in your market, they would switch to it and you couldn't finish the other one. That kind of sucked. Now you don't have to have that because every game is played fully on all the 4 different channels they do it on.
Mhm.
Like I said, like you'd sit down today and it just, yeah, like I said, from 11 till late, you just sit and watch basketball the whole time.
Yeah, it does. I'll agree. It did seem better back in the day.
Plus, I feel there's something to deal with. Like, I don't know how I want to form this sentence or how I want to do it. I feel like with like NIL and kind of the way that college sports has become more of a bridgeway to becoming pro and making money. I feel like the college atmosphere of playing sports, I feel like lost a lot of its luster. If that makes any sense.
I'm
It's-
with you. I feel like NIL has ruined all of college sports.
I'm all for like
In every sport. I hate it in basketball. I hate it in fucking football. I hate it in everything.
I'm all for everyone getting their bag. I'm all for like, especially in like physical sports like football, where like if you're a concussion or two away from being permanently done playing it. But as much as I'm all for getting your money when you can get it, I feel like you're sacrificing the product, and then you kind of have people more into monetary investments in their career instead of like
Mm,
playing the sport. So I'm kind of conflicted on it. I feel like it's done. I mean, just the transfer portal alone, you could just look at that whole debacle.
it's ruining everything.
I think of the two things combined as bad. I think individually, the fact that they can just enter the transfer the same year and do it as many times as they want has really hurt it more. Because yeah, literally look at that AJ Story. He's been on a different team every single year in his college basketball career, and he was
I
actually
don't like that.
like 3 years ago when he was on the Badgers, it came out that towards the end of the year, going into the NCAA tournament, his family and his agents were shopping him other teams while he was still on the team playing in the NCAA tournament. Well, so he has one foot out the door while they're still playing for something. And it's like, well,
Right.
so you get a lot of that. So that part is the shitty part of it. Like if maybe they still had the thing where if he transferred, you had to sit out a year, it wouldn't be as bad. But I don't know.
I think that
I don't know, I just don't like it altogether. It doesn't seem like the kids nowadays have the passion to get to the point where they're making the money. Most of them that are stars already are making money now, and it just doesn't seem like they're playing as hard and don't really care.
Yeah, and also in college football, you're not going to get those situations where a guy came in, maybe it was low ranked, sat for like 2 or 3 years, and then got better and became like a stud player his junior and senior year.
Right.
no, because he transfers
No.
year one to
Yeah,
like
because those kids transfer after a year or two if they don't play at all, even if it's like they think, oh, I'm just going to go somewhere else, and then they find out a bunch of these kids never get a spot to transfer to.
Right.
So they turn down a scholarship and then go and never play again. And it's like, oh.
Yeah, it's just dumb.
yeah, it is. It's
Uh-huh.
a very complicated
Andrew.
situation.
You said you had a couple of them. What were the other ones?
No, that was the one I was gonna go with. I wasn't gonna say
Oh.
them all. I was just gonna pick the one.
Sorry, my bad, homie.
No, you're good.
Jared,
My bad. That's me.
what's your hot topic, buddy?
Well, one was just like Zach said, doing the escape room this weekend, so that'll be fun. I have two other ones. One, I think we can all agree on. We're all fucking done with winter. I think I've had about enough. It's outstayed its fucking welcome, and it can go away. Golf season is upon me, and it needs to hurry the fuck up. And three, I discovered my truck has PMS like a woman. And it just kind of
PMS?
likes to run when it does. And then my car's sitting in a shop with a blown motor, so that's cool.
Oh,
Holy.
fun.
Yeah. I love vehicles. I'm going back to horse and buggy, dude. Fuck that shit.
He's going to Amish life.
Oh, just wait till your
Amish Jared pulls up in the
Amish
buggy.
Jared.
Fuck yeah. If you can get me there at noon, I'll leave by 9. And that horse is going to be hauling.
How about instead of
that horse is
horse?
going to have to be a Clydesdale to haul my big ass around.
What if
So
instead
we
of
ain't moving quick.
like a horse, it's like a bunch of dogs, like a sled team?
Oh, now that does sound more fun, but I do like that. I like your thinking, Harold. Or just get me a bunch of huskies and have them pull me around.
Honestly, that is a lot more fun.
Yeah,
The sled busts down, so you're like getting pulled on the ground by them. You're like laying
Just
on the ground,
dragging
just
me,
getting
not even the
dragged.
sled.
Yeah, the
Just
sled like
dragged.
breaks.
that sounds not fun at all. That was it. I just had them 3 things.
Well,
Baseball season does start what, next week?
Yep.
Yep.
Next Wednesday or Thursday?
I think
So that'll be
Wednesday.
fun.
Now, is the first game opening day on Netflix? Isn't that some?
I have no idea. I know they're doing something with Netflix this year, but
And that's like the
yeah,
only
the
game
first
they're
one's on
doing
Netflix.
is just the opening. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
why
And the
not?
opening game's what? Isn't it New York and fuck, I don't remember.
I don't
I'm
remember,
not sure.
honestly.
I'm
That
about to
makes
Google it. I'm Googling it right now. Opening day is the Yankees and the Giants.
That's it, Yankees Giants. So I knew it
And
was
then
New York.
the next day is when it's the full opening day slate.
Right, because there's usually only one game on the technical opening day.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Brewers' first game's not till Thursday or Friday, I believe.
I think it's Thursday.
Who the hell the Brewers even play in their first game?
We play the White Sox.
White Sox.
The White Sox.
That's right. I think we talked about that.
Yeah, I'm
So I think
going.
they played. I think they played 2. It's only a 2-game series, and then
I'm
they're
going to
home.
whatever game they're playing on Saturday. I'll be at the game.
I do think it's been a long time since I've been to a Brewers game. I think it's about time we get to one, Hank.
Like this
Yeah.
one was like $24 for a ticket. I'm like,
Oh, that's
wow.
the best
so
part of
going.
Brewers tickets. They're not all that expensive ever.
I know. That's why I want to go.
I know it. Oh yeah.
Well,
All
right, Harold.
Who's gonna do one yet?
it's me. I got the last one. I got 2. First off, excited
That's
to be.
too many. Hold up.
What do you mean?
You did
2?
3.
I know. I'm fucking with it.
I was about to say. My first one is the next week. Obviously, opening day for baseball. Gonna be in our first ever fantasy baseball league together. That's
Oh, yeah,
gonna be
when
pretty
is
neat.
that?
The draft
Oh,
is
yeah,
gonna
I
be
got
on Friday. It was supposed to be
Okay.
this Saturday, last Saturday, but somebody forgot, which would be me.
Well, good
So-
thing, 'cause I didn't know
You-
nothing about
You gotta
it.
let me
could do
know
that.
about that.
I'll have to organize everyone for that. I'll probably start doing that once we're done with the pod here. Start getting a group chat, everything. Let everyone know what time, what play. Well, not a place because we're not going to do it in person.
Right.
And then 2, I came to the realization that I found my new favorite country singer, Ella
Oh, boy.
Langley.
Yeah.
I think the first song that kind of got my attention was the one with Big X, and then I heard Chasing Texas.
Texas.
Choosing
Great
yeah,
song.
I saw it on TikTok, and then I
Choosing
kind of went
Texas, yeah.
I went down a rabbit hole and then started listening to her songs. I'm like, yep, this is something I can
she's
absolutely.
great.
It's very like older country. It feels like it's not like this new pop bullshit. Like some new country, it's a lot like rap. Some of it I like, but most of it I cannot stand. It's so corny and like fake and phony and disingenuous, and like I don't know. I like her, man. I like her music. And
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
before we close off on the podcast, I got one question for everybody. What are we eating this weekend?
I don't know. We're going out to eat Saturday. I don't know where we're going.
I think we're doing Bronco Billy's, right?
Oh, okay. I'm eating Bronco Billy's.
What
This
is Broncos
weekend?
Billy's?
I'm making steaks Friday night. Does that count?
Yeah, any food counts. If you're
Yeah.
going out to get something, if you're making something, if you're buying something, whatever you're eating this weekend.
Just them two things.
Oh,
You and Dylan.
Oh,
Damn, you better have a
I'm
big
gonna fight you
stomach.
for one of them.
Are you?
Yeah. Or I'll join you. One of the two. Anyways.
anywho.
Yeah.
Wait, you guys have talked a little bit MMA on a couple of pods. You guys excited about the Khamzat Shemaev? I can't think his name. Fight that just got announced.
Strickland?
Strickland, yeah.
The first thing I saw when I got the post for
Yeah.
that, I messaged Dylan and I said May 20, whatever it was, May 26, 24. I don't know the exact date. I messaged Dylan and I'm like, May whatever. Sean Strickland, Kamenetsov, fight for the championship. I'm like, I'm not doing nothing that day.
I'll say I love Strickland. Good. I like watching him.
Strickland is such a curious case because on like outside of the octagon, the way he talks and the way he acts and his attitude and his persona does not fit him in the octagon at all. Because in the ring, he is so poised. He is so like you watch his face and it's just pure, just focusing. It's not him trying to like showboat. It's not him trying to be like, Connor and trying to knock a dude out immediately. He's so like composed and like so vigilant that like watching it I'm like, oh my goodness, how this guy is not the same person that I hear in the promo just shit talking the dude. And I got a lot of respect from Sean, especially after the fight he just had where it's like, oh, this guy, Sean's just a stand-up guy, he can't handle a wrestler. Well, he did. He knocked out a wrestler, so now what?
Mollywopped him.
Mollywopped him, dude. And was a big underdog, too. Holy, if you looked at the line for him, he was like, I think it was, if you would have bet 50 on him, you would have made like 150 back. That's how much of an underdog he was, which was crazy.
Yeah, they thought for sure it was gonna be a grapple kind of fight.
Was it Fluffy? Or, who was the guy he fought?
Yeah, Fluffy Hernandez.
Yeah.
I
They were-
couldn't remember his name.
They were like, he's going to get taken down and hold him, and he just wouldn't. It wasn't happening. So, I hope Sean wins, obviously. The guy that's currently holding the belt, I feel like he just kind of... I feel like he's trying to do 9 things at once. He doesn't want to... Obviously, he's defending the belt, but, like, I'm ready for Strickland to win it.
Yeah.
The lead up to that fight's gonna be wild because
Oh, yeah.
is unhinged with how he talks and
Oh yeah. Strickland don't
Chimaev,
care.
all those Dagestani, what's the Chechnyan fighters.
You already know
Oh,
Sean.
Crazy, dude.
They're like if they feel they're disrespected, they don't care have rules. So there's gonna be punches thrown.
You know
The
Sean's gonna
security
say
man.
some wild ass shit about them.
Paramount isn't gonna be able. They love doing that where they have the videos of the fighters walking out and staring at each other for the promo shots. There's no
Yep.
chance they can do that with those two.
No.
Oh no way.
Like There's going to be a brawl at a press conference for sure.
And
That's gonna be a good fight for
like
sure.
I understand a lot of people. Like I can tell that Sean's gonna say something like fucked up, and I know a lot of people
Oh,
are gonna
he
be
always
like,
says something.
and I know a lot of people are gonna be like, that's very lowbrow, that's very unmature of him, and it is. But God, is it not funny? That's so funny, man. I love childish
The
just like
Fluffy Hernandez fight. He made that edited title card where it was him in an ice uniform and then Fluffy in a sombrero.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love that. He's so unhinged about that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
funny.
if he can get me to laugh, dude, I'm in. Like
For sure.
Or then they're asking Dana White about it. He's like, "Oh, it's you fuckers." He's like, "What do you think's gonna happen?"
it's your
when he asks
fault. It's your
Kirk
fault. He's
about
saying
Bad
crazy
Bunny
shit.
Halftime. Halftime show. He's like, of course he's gonna say something stupid.
It's like that one kid in class that everyone knows. You had that one kid in school that you would tell him to do some crazy stuff, and then they start like pooping in the urinal and stuff, and it's like, well, he's just like that. That's just him.
That's just what he does.
That's what he does. But yeah, I don't know about y'all, but this was a good episode. I had a lot of fun with it.
Indeed.
But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. So does that mean we got to get Zach on next week then for the baseball pod?
I mean, we can.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah,
We'll have to-
y'all can have fun with that.
Just Dylan want a week off.
Dylan, you want a vacation?
Sure.
I'm sending you to Gary, Indiana. Good luck.
I mean, that is
That's
a
a-
ideal vacation spot.
You know,
Are you? Don't talk yourself into it. He's like,
yeah,
well,
let's do it.
considering it.
Let's do it.
I love
Oh boy.
I love going near the mineral mine.
It's a good way to spend my birthday.
Yeah, don't they have a
How dare
Hard
you,
Rock there or
Harold.
something?
A what?
Don't they have like a Hard Rock casino?
Oh, they have a casino.
Yeah.
Oh
No
shoot,
idea.
Dylan and
There's
Gary.
one there. I don't know if it's a Hard Rock. Yeah, you just go there.
I think the
Alright.
Chicago Bears are going to be there actually here shortly. So
Well, that's kind of not Chicago anymore, is it?
the
No, they're
Indiana
getting
Gare
hammered.
Bears. That's crazy. What else is? I think so. I think what else is crazy that we are at the end of the podcast. I am your host Harold, and until next time, I will see you boys and girls later. Goodbye.